Trading is 99% waiting and 1% execution. Bruce Lee once said, "I do not fear a man who practiced 10,000 kicks one time, but I fear a man who practiced a kick 10,000 times." And that's so true because a lot of us are trying to find this strategy and this strategy and this strategy and trying to find this setup and this setup and this setup, and it's just all over the place. What you need to do is identify your one perfect setup or your ideal perfect markets where your perfect setup occurs. And in this video, I'm going to break down with you guys how I identify my perfect setup. Like, what is that perfect setup for me? What do I need to see to overall see my perfect setup? I'm going to go over every little key aspect, but before we get started, if you guys want my one-on-one mentorship and you want to personally learn from me, DM me on Instagram. I would appreciate if you guys could subscribe and hit that like button so more people can see this video. Every time that you guys like this video, YouTube basically says, do you know what? People are liking this video. Let's push it out to more and more people. So I appreciate the support, appreciate the love. Let's get into my computer and we'll go over this juicy information. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I switched my charts up a little. I decided to go with the dark theme. If you guys want to copy my charts real quick, this is how I have it set up. So with the first granite, I think it's this one that I have set. And then I have this one a little bit darker. So I have it on the second one. So I think this one is the third one, if I'm sure. Second, third. Yeah, whatever you guys want. Everything else is pretty much the same. Made my psych levels yellow, and yeah, that's how I have my chart set up now. Changed the EMA colors a little bit too. So I want to go over with you guys like what I look for to identify my perfect setup. With my US 30 strategy, I realized that this strategy works best in trending markets, when the markets are just in one clean trend. And for all of the new traders out there that are watching this, understand that the month of November are the worst trading months in all of the year. So try and avoid trading these months. And if you do trade, just be a little more risk averse. Don't be trading as much, risking as much on your account. Just be a little calm. Wait for the new year. That's when all the markets are going to start fluctuating again. And we're going to see those nice flowing markets. So after finding that breakthrough, I was like, do you know what? Like, I can't be trading these choppy markets. I need to really focus on the markets that are smooth. So I've really been going back and I've been looking at the markets. I'm like, all right, what is like my ideal perfect setup? And it's definitely not markets like this. And this is why I tell you guys that I don't really focus like on Wednesdays, because it's a little choppy, but even Tuesdays have been choppy as well. So these are definitely not my ideal markets. This choppy market like this, no. Once again, these are nice markets. They're starting to flow, but we can see that there's a bunch of like false breakouts. Like the market is just pushing up then pushing down. There's been a lot of false breakouts at the market open lately, so also be cautious for that. So let's go to a better month like August, and let's actually go to like July. And I want to look at the second weekend of July, and I know that July had a lot of clean setups during this time. So realistically, when I'm trading this strategy, I'm looking at a couple of things. Okay, here we go. We actually have a decent day. So I know it's not here, but this is around our Asia session right here if we had it marked up. Then we have our London session over here. It is very important for me and my strategy that I use to be looking at the previous sessions to see what kind of momentum is going on. Are we pushing up or are we pushing down? And what I like to see is when the markets are like this, just gradually pushing higher and higher. And right before the market open, we can see right at the market open, boom, it just keeps going with the momentum. So this day is a little weird. We already had like a bunch of super bullish candles before the market opened, but this is kind of an example for you guys. I want to find a better example. So this is a really good example. We can see if we zoom out a little, let's focus on all this right here. We have our Asia session right here. I like to see these small candles like this, these consolidation candles, because that's giving me confirmation that the volume is being built up in the market. And whenever you see the consolidation like this, you want to see it going higher or you want to see it lower. So if it's going higher like it is here, that's going to mean that we're going to see good buys during the New York session. If we see it going lower, that means that we're going to see good sells during the New York session. So we can see we have that consolidation all throughout the Asia into the London. Here's the London like right around here. And then boom, it pushes up during the New York. So this is a really big thing right here. We need to understand that the market open. Let me write this out for you guys. Market open is at 6:30 a.m. PST. That's very important to understand. So when we're on the minute 15 time frame, we're going to be looking at the 6:15 to 6:30 candle right here. But I'm noticing this, and this is where I'm going to replay. Let's remember the date. We're on the 19th of July, so we can go back to it. But I want you guys to notice it's like, all right, we're in an uptrend. Our bias automatically is to go long. So if I see a bearish candle like this at the market open, I'm kind of like, why is there a bearish candle though when the signals are telling me it wants to go long? We're above the EMAs. We're already pushing up higher and higher. We're rejecting psychological levels going from level to level. Why is this candle here? It doesn't make sense. So that's when I reminded you guys at the beginning of the video, I said trading is 99% waiting, 1% execution. And when we're waiting here, this is where we have to be like, do you know what? I'm not confident with this candle right here. And a lot of traders, they can't do this where they see a trading like, oh, it looks like a buy. I'm confident in a buy, but 10% of me tells me it's going to be a sell. Let me just sell. And then this is what happens. They weren't patient. And then it goes up and hits their stops. Versus us, I'm reprogramming every single one of you. We're going to wait. We're going to say, why is there a bearish candle in an uptrend market? That doesn't make sense. So I'm going to wait for the next candle to open up. Here's a hack though. Instead of you guys sitting and waiting for the next hour candle to open up or that current hour candle to close, there's a ticker where current prices will tell you it has 10 minutes left, an hour left, 5 minutes left, whatever it is. So usually if I see a candle right here at 6:15 to 6:30 and it's not set up how I want, I simply say to myself, do you know what? I'm going to get my phone right here and I'm going to set a timer for 12 minutes. Once that timer goes off, the ticker right here is going to have 1 to 2 minutes left. And then I'm going to look at it and say to myself, do you know what? Okay, I now see the setup that I want. So hypothetically, let's say that we waited and we're like, do you know what? Now we see the setup. This trade's looking good. This is my ideal perfect setup. I'm going to go long. So I'm going to buy here. I'm going to have my stops below this previous low right here. And my take profit simply going to be at the next psychological level. Play it back. TP hit. We're good. Also, when I am trading, I'm not stalking the market, staring at it every second. Once I have formulated my bias, and whether I'm going to go long or short, and I have my take profit and stop loss set, and I executed my trade, I'm walking away. I'm not sitting in front of the charts, looking at it, seeing what it's going to do. It's every move. Like, it is awesome to get screen time, but you're going to get the feedback after the trade has hit your take profit or stop loss, and that's what you guys need to understand. Do not sit there and stalk it. This video is sponsored by my program, FX University. Go to the link in the description to sign up, or there should be a link on this page. Once you go to join now, you're going to go to get started, and once you do, we're going to give you a code for 15% off. Go right here where it says to add promo code, type in FX1 and click apply. Okay, this was a really good setup. Let's delete this. Remember the day, the 19th of June or July. And then we're going to go right here to our date window, 19th. So let's go to the 19th. Let's see how the rest of the week played out. Very beautiful day. The trending markets, that's what I'm talking about. It's not choppy where it's going down, then up, then down even lower, then up. It's just very smooth. We can say, do you know what? It's like a good, clean market. Okay. This is a little choppy. Like, it's going up during the Asia, then it's going down, then it like pushes up. Once again, this is Wednesday, so not trading that. This is choppy as well, not looking at that. Choppy as well, not looking at that. Choppy as well. Wow, choppy. Oh, that was CPI or FOMC, some type of news. Damn, these markets were shit in July. I remember July being bad too. Let's go to June real quick. Okay, choppy, choppy. Guys, some of these markets, like, okay, this is decent right here. We can see that we have the Asia session right around here. Going into London, the move has already been defined. We are now dropping lower and lower. Then we can see our 615 candle right here closes bearish. Simple. What I'm going to do here, if I see this, let's replay it so we're in present time. I'm going to say to myself, do you know what? We're already dropping lower lows, lower highs, like I mentioned in the video previously before this one. And I'm saying to myself, do you know what? I'm going to go short. Let's short it here, have our stops right above this high, and then our take profit at this next psychological level. And understand that patience is a big key determining factor to trading, because once you do find that good trade, look at the take profit on this. 1,800 pips, basically 1,900 pips. If you're using a 10-cent lot on this trade, you're making 1,900 pips for the week. And that's basically, if you could do that for one time out of every week for the month, that's like $8,000 that you're making. And you're at that six-figure mark, which is very, very big as a trader. Okay, profit, profit. There it goes, TP hit. So understand that, like, these are my ideal perfect setups is when I see these trending markets where it's just going lower in the Asia, and the Asia's consolidating, and then the London's going lower, and it's just very simple to understand. Let's see if we could find one more setup. So this is June 5th. Was really June 3rd. June 5th. Choppy, makes sense for a Wednesday. Okay, these markets ideally pretty good right here. If you wouldn't have had your stops deep enough though, you probably would have got stopped out. But once again, look at this clean, smooth uptrend right here. We have our hammerhead candle right here, pushes up, drops a little bit lower. If you didn't get your entry right here, you could have got it right here off the rejection of the 20 EMA and then rode it up. Choppy, wow. Choppy. Okay, these markets aren't bad either. Notice how we did drop low for the Asia and the London, but right before the market opened, notice this candle and this candle, how they started to break these key points of resistance right here, all throughout here. So it was going down at first, then our trend started to push up, and we see this bullish candle right to the next psychological level. Absolutely perfect. So what I want you guys to now do is go to your chart and identify like what type of market conditions work best where your ideal perfect setup appears. Do that for me. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.